Hello,
Hello.
and oh, that is not it. All right, we're here with the scuff already. Not bad, not bad. All right, welcome back to DMV Rivals Winter 2026. As we're in our second week, I'm joined here by Jason, but not to be confused with the
Hello.
other Jason. It's Jason the other.
Yeah. I'm chasing the other.
Yeah, and we have an exciting matchup today. We have a both of these teams are 0-1, looking to bite back, get some wins. They are the Big Back Chuds versus INT Brigade. Both having suffered an 0-2 loss in their previous matchup. I guess have you played against any of these teams or?
Yeah, I was gonna say I played against both of them. One, the white team in scrims, and then Henry's team, Zero Domain's team in an actual match. So I've gotten
Yeah,
insight.
you may have had that
Uh,
insane wombo combo like the clip in our Discord channel. There should be
yeah.
some
I'm
pretty crazy stuff.
sending some warm regards to Zero Domain. Hopefully, I can do some more of that in this stream today.
Yeah, and we'll just see as if we go into draft soon. Team should be readied up and ready to go. And yeah, I'm kind of curious what both of these people will be adapting. Obviously, I think both of them are quite good teams.
Yeah.
As
No.
we It's like draft will be starting. Yeah, tell me a bit more about them. I guess like was your victory like hard fought or was it easy?
Uh. In the scrims against actually I don't know how much I'm allowed to leak.
Maybe not the scrims, but how about your matchup versus the Chuds?
Oh yeah, no, I thought they were pretty good. They were like game one they kind of just fell apart, but game two was pretty close. They were just like fighting back and forth a lot.
Hmm.
But I think we ended up just outscaling them with like a zero team fighting. It was like pretty hard for them to like maneuver around that.
Yeah,
But
makes
their
sense.
early game was pretty good.
I think both of these teams, like despite going 0-2, I think they're quite strong. And
Yeah, no, I agree.
yeah, the ban's already coming out through. I know in jungle there's been some monstrosities. We have like the Malphite, the Jace,
Mhm.
being really popular all of a sudden. And the Wukong also being banned out away from white. So the Chuds are on the left side, and then In Brigade is on the right side.
Aatrox's first pick. Looks like they're flexing that between top and jungle.
Hmm.
Uh BBC have a substitute jungler for this match, don't they?
Yes, I believe so. So looks like they will be subbing in Babels. Unfortunately, there were some ISP issues where internet may have been cut off, but they were able to find someone, kind of resolve the issue. And we'll have to see what they respond the Aatrox to. So Aatrox, I guess, can be a flex. You can have it either jungle or top lane. Asante, good old bread and butter.
Definitely not a flex. Looking like they're just playing weak side top. Trying to maybe funnel their mid and bot lane.
Yeah, so when I was watching White stream, the comms were actually like insanely good. Like I would say they're split mapping across the entire game, making sure that if something's happening on their side, they're always getting something in advance. I think Cardians and White move around the map a lot, and they try to go for like these dive plays. As Jinx also comes through, so it's like early bot lane lock-ins. And
Yeah,
on the other side, Rex, I mean, he had a pop-off performance versus you guys on the Lucian. Unfortunately, you guys were just a bit better.
just a little, just a touch. And the Jinx pick, I think that's like a comfort pick for the ADC or IB, but it's also a takeaway from Rex's champion. So I like the pick.
Yeah, makes sense. I think in a lot of pro play, I think Yunara and the Lethality Varus kind of had a lot of priority. In this case, we're going for some kind of like hyper-scaling ADCs, just making sure like they have a bit of a safety measure towards the late game. Once it reaches past 30 minutes, you know, these ADCs will start popping off.
Yeah, I'm not actually really sure why Varus is so strong, but I think it's mostly because like lethality Varus laning phase is just so oppressive that like create ADCs just can't really get out of it. But
Yeah, I can imagine. I think bot lane right now, you know, that bush down there, super highly prioritized. So Janna being locked in, I think it's a nice response into the J4. I mean, J4 has that flag and drag cataclysm, and now with the monsoon, you can easily just avoid that.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good counter engage for that.
Now, what would you be looking to ban out, I guess, if you're the sides of INT Brigade here? Like, what are you looking to do?
Let's see. There's support in mid left. I'd probably just try to pick off the good pairings for Sivir. Maybe Karma. Looks like they wanted to ban out the Thresh.
Yeah, the
Not too
Malphite
but
being
probably just
banned.
target yeah, probably looking to just target the support pool.
Okay, yeah, we'll see that. I mean, with Sivir, you can go with a lot of different options, either melee support or range support. As looks like the Chuds in the meanwhile are banning out some junglers away from white. Interestingly, only 2 bans towards zero domain at this point. No actual mid lane bans in the second phase quite yet. As I say that, Ari being banned away.
Already being taken away. Interesting. I thought that was a premier champion for their mid laner Nico Nyachian, but I guess they really don't want Henry to be on that champion.
Yeah, at least they have red side here, so if they do want some counter pick towards the mid lane, Neko can definitely opt in for that 5th pick.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're trying to set him up for. Some big counter pick in the mid lane. Probably looking to slam some high tier jungler in this spot. Not too sure. White's shampoo is kind of very big, so you can pretty much lock whatever here.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Maybe the draft is bugged. It's been going there for quite a while. 4 seconds left. We'll see what they have to choose. Mundo. Okay. Alright, so as a jungler yourself, I mean, a lot has changed in the recent meta. I mean, the whole season kind of got jumped on its head with the whole quests and all that. I guess, what are your thoughts on junglers in general? Like, are you favoring the more ganking-oriented junglers or the farm-heavy ones?
No, it's definitely folklore meta. Every jungler just takes their camps on cooldown. Nothing has really changed. I think invading could be decent just because of it's a lot harder for laners to just want to leave their lanes and help the jungler. But I haven't really seen too much presence of that. It's mostly been just folklore junglers.
Yeah. Mundo is kind of like, I remember last Worlds, he is kind of your farm heavy, you wait until late game where you're this complete monster that never dies.
Yeah.
I can definitely farm it up. As Syndra being locked in, as well with Braum on the side of the Chuds. Looking just for some stability, Sivir Braum, kind of classic combo. You don't really lose lane, just farm it out. And Syndra, I mean, an aggressive pick. We'll have to see what Neko responds to this. Any thoughts?
I honestly don't know what you'd pick in the Syndra here. With all these, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. With these 4 mid laners banned out, not really sure what's good in this spot. It's like he's opting for a Azir. Ooh. I don't think I've ever seen Nico play Azir before, but
yeah, that's pretty hype.
Yeah.
I mean, he does kind of need the survivability. You're versus J4 Syndra. It's could be a bit sus if you walk up without flash.
Yeah, I guess seeing red or blue side's picks is kind of hard to pick him low mobility mid laner. So Azir seems like a good spot or a good champ for that spot.
Yeah.
But I think he kind of gets railed in the early laning phase by Syndra though. So
yeah, we'll have to see. I think at least in what LCK has been showing, Syndra Orianna are kind of the 2 prime mid laners, and then there's a big drop off with or not a big drop off, but a small drop off with Tilia Rise. Syndra, however, as you mentioned, is a strong lane bully, so I think it has to be either Neko can survive this J4 Syndra duo and get past lane to try to get those Nashor's Tooth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would you give an edge to one draft over the other?
I feel like I like blue team's draft a bit more. They just have 5 generically OP champions, whereas IP, I'm not sure how comfort Azir is for their mid laner, and I'm not the biggest fan of the Janna pick because outside of stopping J4, it doesn't really serve too much of a function. But it definitely looks like most of IB's draft plan is just protect the Jinx and have her 1v9. So if she gets ahead, this game could be pretty bad. But I think if nothing too crazy happens, I would like BBC's comp a bit more.
It does seem like a lot of the eggs are in the basket of Relinquished as well as Neko. So we'll have to see if the rest of the team can kind of support them. And yeah, on the other side, I think you have to watch out for the zero domain Babbles combo. I think I'm definitely looking towards mid lane to see if Azir has flash down, any conditions burned. Ball lane, I think it's going to be a bit of a snooze fest. We'll see. Top lane, I
Yeah,
mean, it's Cassante, so yeah.
yeah. I think most of the action early game is gonna be mid lane this game. I really don't see any kill pressure in any of the other lanes,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the Mundo. I guess he's probably just gonna full clear.
Yep. We'll be going to small delay with the spectate. Be here just in a moment. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back to DMV Rivals Winter 2026, as we already have our matchup between Big Back Chuds versus Int Brigade. As early game obviously is a bit more feisty than
I'm back.
usual. Welcome back. It's like the game has started, we're on the stream. As
It's the
already
classic
some
ball
bot
lane
lane
brawl.
combat going on through. There's a Braum level 1, so Cridians is forced to flash away. I'm not quite sure if he can make it out. Heal being burned, Cridians dropped very low, flash
Oh
burned,
my
and another
god.
Braum being stacked. Relinquished, you have to kind of run from this, and wow, that's already a kill going on through Rexus. As
Yeah, ball lane meta is kind of just they just both full sprint to that bush and kind of fight for it.
yeah, usually what
But
the meta is, I think both people drop a ward in the center bush. And
yeah,
I will say, I think the side of Int Brigade kind of got caught off guard. I don't know if they dropped the ward late, but they walked right into a Braum, so that is
yeah, they definitely did not seem to be ready for that, even though they're like this is the standard, ball lane move these days.
yeah, it's
But
also
it's
two
actually,
sums being burnt on Dejana, so it's definitely a bit spooky.
yeah, but I was gonna say it's actually okay for their lane right now because like blue side hasn't base, so until they get that off, their Jinx will actually be ahead.
Yeah,
And
you
even
can
if
even
they
see
get
Relinquish
a
kind of
full
getting some
back,
good damage off the heal being burned, but the Braum passive actually saves him from being killed. As
yeah.
wowie.
They also baited the Jinx there because he was just holding his heal for the last auto, so Jinx flashed in thinking the auto would kill and caught off guard.
Yeah, very well played by both Rexus and Potential 5. And you saw kind of on the return damage there, Relinquished did take a lot of caster creep damage. So
Yeah,
overall, ADCs are fairly equal in HP as, wow, Neko just shuffling onto the side of Zero Domain.
very aggressive.
We're seeing
Yeah, there's actually some
Babbles.
crazy action going on in the other lanes.
Yeah.
A is already kind of low.
Alright, well, it looks like
I think,
Babbles kind of wanted to go for an opportunity bot lane. You saw him kind of
yeah,
skip all his camps. Meanwhile, White just farming out through. I guess, is there any consequence to this?
well, this guy will be very behind now in the jungle.
What would you do here if you're white? I guess are you like trying to
Um,
double grab or?
I'm full clearing him. Oh, after this, I think it's fine just to take bot scuttle and then pressure bot lane just a little bit because you're, because you know that enemy Jarvan is most likely also on this side of the map, and you really don't want your like guys to just get blown out by some repeat Jarvan ganks. Alternatively, you could just double scuttle him though, because it looks like his bot lane is fairly stable despite the early death.
Yeah, looks like Zero Domain also getting some good pressure on the mid lane. He'll be resetting, just resetting his mana bar. As White kind of walking forward, taking the Raptors, getting some more EXP for himself.
Oh, nice Janna Q.
Yeah, I wonder if that's kind of what we're expecting in the future with the Janna pick, just stopping the flag and drag.
Yeah, I mean, what Janna's good at.
Yeah, it looks like even though Zero Domain had a nice solid lead in the mid lane, nothing will really amount to it. Both of them will just go back to lane. You see Neko just TPs back in, both equal CS. As top lane, some action happening here as Sir Shotki trying to get some damage onto AT YOLO, but will not be able to convert it into anything.
Peak trades on the top side. But it looks like they're just gonna base in TP. Oh, nice good dodge from the sun.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this mid lane kind of transitions as Neko dodging on some nice abilities.
Wait, this guy's trading is kind of clean. Holy. Dodge the stun.
Yeah, once again, this is Zero. I mean, if I were the side of Big Back Chuds, I would probably be targeting this guy, making sure that Zero Domain can get some solid leads going. You can see Cridian's actually kind of in the background, making sure that he's warding up for his mid laner. As they anticipate Mundo, sorry, the J4 clearing from top to bottom.
Oh man, look at that bot lane base. Sivir with the BF sword and Jinx with the sad cold dagger.
Yeah. I think the Sivir, I mean, if they land a Bromston, can definitely do some damage. As wow, Neko kind of shifting forward again in response to the Scatter of the Week. As mid lane being really feisty, I mean, it's definitely a target for both junglers. White's kind of walking in the area. The J4 is also there. Flash shuffle into the turret, but it will be taken down by Zero Domain. Almost a solo kill, but the flag kind of gives him an assist. As that will be the Azir now with no flash.
Yeah, blue team seem to be winning across the map right now. Top lane CS lead, mid lane kill, bot lane kill, better base. Looking pretty rough for red side.
Looks like a bot lane dive coming in through with Babbles in the area, but the E shift will be cancelled. Rexes will be taking the turret damage, and Babbles, they will just secure a clean 2-for-0 dive. Wow. Alright, we're seeing some of the effects of, I mean, the playstyles of the junglers. Babbles might be down 30 CS, but you know what? He's gone in his team 3 kills already. So, I would say it is a pretty good trade, but I mean, we'll have to see at this point if White, with all this gold, can kind of transition his own his own lead, to kind of make that into something.
Yeah, it's kind of on him to like try to carry the mid game right now because he's gonna have a pretty massive lead over Babbles in the jungle.
Yeah, it's already a 2k gold lead for the side of the Chuds, so a bit rough from there. What are your thoughts on, I guess, like snowballing on this patch? Is it really as bad as people say, or are there some ways you can kind of like return back into the game, kind of make a comeback?
I haven't felt any.
Oh, volley and flash coming in through. Potential 5 will mark Cridians, and that will be another kill going to Rex. Another mark going as a relinquish. He's forced to flash away, but the damage is there. The lethal tempo will secure Rex. Another kill in the bot lane.
Damn, I never thought of Braum and Sivir as a kill lane.
Yeah, I think
in terms of like snowballing, it doesn't feel too different from last season to this. It doesn't seem like too much has changed in regards to like the bounty system and all that. So I imagine like most of it should feel about the same compared to last season.
Yeah, I will say, we were talking about comebacks. It is looking more and more grim for this bot lane as I believe
Yeah.
Rex now has a good sizable amount of gold in his pocket, almost completing his I'm not quite sure what that builds into, but his first item.
Uh, what does that build into? Huh. That's not Essence Reaver, is it?
I was thinking it might be, but I think it's a Sheen item, so probably not.
I think he's just sitting on the BF sword. he, he just based with 1300. I was like, I have to build it.
Yeah, I'm too old.
Honestly.
I have not played too much of this new new League of Legends, but
You
at the
leave
very
it.
least, it will be the Int Brigade securing their own dragon for themselves. Zero Domain kind of just yoinks the Raptor away from White.
No CS for White. Although it's gonna come back to him. So
White is committed. He is staying there. He wants that Raptor.
yeah, it looks like he's gonna be getting that.
I mean, like, look at Rex's here. He's just walking past that wave to get autos unrelinquished. Just full confidence at this point.
Yeah, he definitely has enough of a lead to just be walking all over the Jinx. But looks like she actually got an even trade on that interaction, so not too bad.
Alright, another Scout of the Week going on to Neko Neko. The Zir, no flash available, so it can be a target for Babbles. As Babbles will walk up towards the top side, try to get some vision onto the Raptors of White. But this mid lane trade will be going quite even as Neko shifts Zero Domain as we go top lane for whatever reason. I don't know why. They did not want us to see what happened to Neko Neko.
Bro got off screen, damn.
They're like, oh yeah, we had enough. We're not seeing anymore. As yeah, we really need to see this Cassante into Aatrox gameplay. What can be happening there?
I mean, it's kind of a massive 28 CS lead from the Aatrox, so pretty significant actually.
Yeah, I think Neko might be trying to use the shuffle to try to avoid some of the damage from Zero Domain, but with the interaction with Scatter the Weak, you end up just kind of like face planting away from yourself. And what we can see with that cooldown being used, Zero Domain playing quite aggressively, was able to chip down Neko Neko to the point where he could just use the Unleashed power. And yeah, a solo kill going over to the Zero Domain.
Yeah. As our resident mid laner, how does this matchup work like as the game goes on? It probably gets easier for Azir, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, I think it's easier for Azir, but I mean, you can see Zero Domain has already completed the Ludens. If he maintains that lead, then it's kind of just a case where Azir can't really play the game. Scatter the Weak lands, and you're really chunked. So yeah, I think right now, just with the state of the game, I mean, what can Int Brigade do in your thoughts?
I mean, they have a strong Mundo, so like, and they're a dragon up. Maybe they can try to just leverage that to try to force like second and third dragon, and maybe try to get like a quick, like an early, soul point to try to.
Yeah, Flag and Drag coming on through. Critians will not have the flash available and will just be locked down, but the Monsoon actually kind of saves him. As once again, mid lane Neko Neko is supported by White. Will go for the flash shuffle as Zero Domain. No flash available for himself. White will just get an easy picking, but the Ghost being activated. Zero Domain, fancy feet, trying to get away from the Cleaver, but will not survive. As a much needed shutdown going to the side of White. Meanwhile, bot lane, potential 5, I mean, is behind the turret. White will be here to cover. And we will have some peace on Summoner's Rift.
That was actually a very awkward interaction with Jarvan and the Sivir, because even though she was trapped in the cage, it looked like Sivir didn't have enough range to actually auto the person who was stuck in the cage.
Yeah, I noticed their damage kind of just dropped off the moment the J4 ult landed.
The Sivir was just standing there doing nothing.
There's like 3 stacks on the Braum passive, like, please, let me hit him.
Please, please.
Yeah, Dragon will be spawning soon. I mean, I imagine the big back Chuds will probably want to go towards that. One of the ways to snowball the game is to get Soul Point. Not a single dragon to them quite yet, as White was able to get the first one. Top lane, some skirmishing happening. The top lane quest also proccing. Yeah, I don't know. Too much will be happening here, but main focus will be down to this bot side.
Looks like, looks like the gold lead hasn't widened, so that's pretty good.
Jeez, I'm getting anxiety every single time we look at mid lane. We just see Neko Neko just dashing forward.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. This guy's still playing aggressively, even though he's pretty behind, which I respect.
yeah, respect, honestly. And we see
Yeah.
Bevels kind of just sitting in the area. They might be going for another dive here, but
Just no way. This Jarvan spending so much time bot lane, but like, I feel like his presence hasn't really been doing much for the side of BBC. It's mostly been just the raw 2v2.
yeah, the early kills were pretty important. But right now, I mean, White has 60 CS up on him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, looks like they're pinging towards the dragon, so BBC will be starting that up. White, I think, actually a Shiver shuffle
Oh
towards the
my
mid lane,
god.
zero domain under turret as we pan top lane. Flash forward from White, will be another cleaver going down and another kill going to White, but the fight extends. Rex wanting to look for more, Babbles not quite getting the flag and drag as the flash ult now comes on through. Neko will be locked down here, no, actually
Oh
will
my
be able to
god.
shift out of
Wow.
there as a pretty clean fight for the side of INT Brigade. Just White and
Wait,
Neko making it happen.
but I think the exact same problem happened again, where Jarvan was like blocking the Simmer from being able to hit. So funny.
Yeah, I think that might be the issue with J4 with some of these lower ranged carries. As I mean, a lot of being burned there as well. Rex kind of burned the ult, burned the flash. As Babel's walking in here, doesn't really have support of any of his team, so we'll just flag and drag out of there. As
He's
another
3
second mountain
levels
trade.
down to the Mundo. Oh my god. Wait, this might be a white v9 game. This guy is very ahead.
Okay, a bit of a skirmish going on in the mid lane as we see top lane also getting quite aggressive. Sir Shotki will just W away,
Oh,
but will be tagged by the W2, or sorry, Q2, and has to flash away. A2 YOLO, another W landing on him as mid lane. Unleash Power will secure a kill onto Neko. Neko, I think it was bound to happen at some point. Both of these players are playing so aggressive.
yeah,
As the
yeah.
Jinx Rocket will not quite be able to go onto zero domain. And we'll just go through the entire Summoner's Rift.
Getting bot tier 1 for the server.
Alright, so yeah, we have a bit of an interesting position. So we have the side of Big Back Chuds with a strong gold lead. However, the side of INT Brigade have that 2 dragons, so I guess, how would you expect, I guess, the 3rd dragon to go? Is INT Brigade going to contest it, you think?
For sure, yeah. They're just gonna send like all 5 and try to like 5v5 them. So I wonder how that fight will go in 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, we'll have to see where all the gold is, so top lane will be actually a 1k gold lead going to AT YOLO, just off of farming. As actually, some fight might happen around the Rift Herald here as both teams looking to coordinate around there. White a bit far behind from his team, but nothing happening quite yet. Potential 5 might try to get caught out here.
Jinx has flash. She could carry the fight. Gets hit by the stun.
Yeah, several being burned as the Monsoon will make Babbles go away. Unleash Power burn onto White, but no damage, is not able to be taken down. AT YOLO looking to try to secure the kill, but White is just not dying as Sir Shotki is able to take down potential 5 in the back. But this is the Mundo with such incredible healing power, just not being able to be taken down. I mean, we saw AT YOLO flash Q3, but the fight does not end there. Unleash Power secured onto Relinquished as now AT YOLO in a bit of a bad spot. Neko able to take down Zero Domain as AT YOLO, the last survivor of his team, will not be able to make it through unless the Q3 goes on Sucridians. And it will be the side of INT Brigade, I mean, getting a nice fight for themselves, basically acing the side of Big Back Chuds.
Yeah, and also pretty much equalizing the gold differential as well now. Like, it's only they're less than 1k. Or no, yeah, they're about like 1k apart now.
Yeah, they were,
like
I think they were
previously
4k gold behind, so that must have been just
Yeah,
3 or 4 shutdowns going over.
yeah.
It does look like the respawn timers are fast enough, so Big Back Chuds, despite losing the fight, will be able to go back on the map quite quickly with the home guards, and they will just take this Herald for themselves, but I mean, if I'm the side of INT Brigade, I am quite happy about what just happened.
Yeah, that was a really, really good sequence from them. If they can just do that every fight, I think they're gonna be golden. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely like the strongest period of time for like the Mundo. Like, he's in the full item up, he's 3 levels up. Like, this guy pretty much needs to hard carry every fight for like the next 10 minutes or so, which I think he is actually quite capable of doing.
Yeah, he's doing quite a good job. It looks like even though all the carries, like Zero Domain, Rexes, have the damage, actually, I guess they have all the damage items, but the damage is just not there. White able to barely live on a sliver of HP. The Mundo ult doing some insane work, and I think the main thing I was looking at, there's no heal cut on the side of
Oh, no, there it
BBC
is.
until now, where Rex, it looks like he's picked up the Executioner's Calling. I think
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
like, oh, yeah, guys, we just single-handedly lost a fight to Mundo. We might need
So
this.
who's doing the heal cut? Notably, that's actually it's worse this season for ADCs to go the heal cut item now because they lose the giant slayer passive from the ODR, which I think will be pretty relevant because Mundo will definitely have. Oh,
But yeah, White is going forward. I mean, Zero Domain will be forced to back off, but White, I don't think he really cares about the damage from Babbles
not taking
as
damage.
we'll pop the ult. Another Jinx Rocket coming in through, actually landing onto Zero Domain, but looks like not much happening there, but we will see Neko will have some strong priority on the bot side here.
Like I was saying, it's actually like a significant damage loss now for ADCs to go the heal cut item this season.
Yeah, potential 5 might be asking a bit more than he can chew for. As top lane, just casual Aatrox, Cassante, not much happening there, but Dragon will be spawning. Scatter the Weak does land onto Relinquished, as that will be a flag and drag landing onto him, and will just be taken down by Zero Domain. Gridians forces the Monsoon for a frame of a second, and I think it's just looks like Int Brigade will just be backing off.
Yeah, pretty critical death right before Dragon. Looks like they will not be getting soul point.
Oh, A2 YOLO kind of in an awkward spot as the shuffle does come on through. No Emperor's Divide quite yet as Neko trying to take him down. Potential 5 in the area, making sure that A2 YOLO is safe and sound. As well, just see what the side of Big Back Chuds do with this Herald. I guess where would you put this Herald? I mean, if you are the side of Babbles.
Uh, I don't know. Probably just I don't really have like. Syndra doesn't really want to like push down soul lanes too much. I feel like because she doesn't have the best tower damage and neither does Aatrox. Probably just like put it mid lane for the tier 1. Just try to open up the map.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good into like the Azir Jinx. If you can take down mid-tier
Yeah.
1, then your J4 just has a lot more options.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Rex now has completed the Infinity Edge and the Essence Reaver combined. We'll definitely be able to do a lot more shredding as we saw the Ricochet just land onto Relinquish there. Taking down and like another 300 HP. Once again, another time Neko will be trying to go for a solo kill onto Zero Domain, but unfortunately, potential 5 is right there. As a rocket barely not being able to land. And once again, tale as old as time as this game as Neko and Zero Domain kind of just brawling it out.
Yeah, that was some actually that was some pretty crazy damage though on the Azir combo. It almost killed the Syndra.
Yeah, I wonder if the Braum wasn't there. I'm not quite sure if he provided the Guardian shield or not.
Yeah.
But it was definitely very close.
Looks like this game is just gonna be kind of stalled until next Dragon because looks like neither team is really trying to look for the Baron objective too aggressively.
Yeah, everyone does have summoners available, all flashes available on all sides, so I imagine this next fight will be exciting as Zero Domain, force of Burn the Flash, will be probably taken down by White as another TP comes on through. A2 YOLO trying to salvage the play, but will be a bit late. He will be pressing forward, not able to get any damage. White still soaking up everything that he can, but the Executioner's Calling doing so much work, will not be able to survive. As now, the fight continues for Shocky, landing a huge combo to potential 5 and A2 YOLO. Neko, and meanwhile, being taken down by Babbles on the backside. And now, with someone in the Herald, I don't know who is driving, but the A2 YOLO getting some permits. As Gridians almost also taken down.
Yeah, looks like Jinx didn't decide to rotate to the fight and is taking down turrets. Wonder if that was worth.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
might have been too far from the play, so maybe he just decided, alright, screw it, I'm trying to get as much value as I can. Perhaps with that that quick play in the top lane between White and Neko, they kind of just want to take down Zero Domain and leave it as is, but quick response from side of BBC.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, top lane completely blown out. All 2 turrets taken. It's a bit unsafe here, as now mid lane turret also taken down 1 minute before the dragon. It's getting a bit more spooky on the side of INT Brigade.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they have like pretty much no vision control on like the bottom contour in the map, and if anyone just face checks with like a Syndra stun or like a Jarvan EQ, they will just die.
Yeah, Sir Shotki in a bit of trouble here. Is Cassante though? Well, just W away. Flash out. But with 4 members being down here, this tier 2 turret is now under pressure. But the Baron is up. So, I mean, they can't expend too many resources up here. Otherwise, red team will just start it. As they do start pinging in the area.
Oh, they're just on Baron. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they have the Azir, they have the Jinx. I mean, the Azir has 2 items already, so this can be a play, especially if they're desperate. Baron down to 5k HP. It has to be Babel stealing it, but he's not going to be in time. It's YOLO trying to extend the play, but it looks like it's a full exit. They're going to sacrifice White as he's taking up so much time. Zero Domain is not accepting that. He wants to go more. Scatter of the Weak will be available. Lands onto Relinquished. Relinquished forced to flash away, but the Sun Disc will be here to kind of provide some safety, but it's not going to be safe enough. Neko trying to go for the shuffle. Actually, huge Emperor's Divide. But they're so low. Actually, turret will take down potential 5. But it's a clean sweep for the Chuds.
You know, that was a good Baron take, but that was good on blue team to chase him down.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think Zero Domain taking that portal and being able to go Scatter the Weak across the wall kind of saved the play. And yeah, good response from the Chuds. Definitely able to make sure that they don't go out without a fight. However, I will say, it is still not bad for the side of INT Brigade. You got EXP, you got gold from the Baron. And one thing that's very important is you're also denying a Baron play from the Chuds. So this Jinx, this Azir, you can let them scale up a bit more.
Yeah, like taking the Baron and then being up 2 Drakes before, like it's bought you like almost 10 minutes on the map just to do like you have 5 minutes now before either objective spawns to just kind of do nothing. But looks like blue team is still kind of pressuring pretty hard, hitting all the outers.
Yeah, there's a tiny bit of cope as mid lane Zero Domain goes in, Scattered Weak lands onto Relinquished, and oh my god, that is that Zeus? He just cast a lightning bolt down on that guy and he died.
Yeah, that guy got cooked.
Yeah, the 8k gold lead might be a bit sizable.
Yeah, despite all the talk about them being able to maybe stall the game further, what the?
Oh, okay. Alright, well, they just say hello to each other and walk away.
Yeah, looks like the gold diff is kind of ballooning out of control now for the side of the team. I wonder how they could get back into this.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it has to be just based off whether Zero Domain or Rex's burns a flash. Maybe they can get a cooldown.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna just be turtling from there. You can give up this dragon, but obviously the team on Soul Point is a bit scary.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe Azir. I think Azir has to look for some crazy shuffle to try to get them back into this game, because White's lead has definitely fallen off at this point. For like it's like a 1 level lead now in the jungle.
Yeah, earlier it looked like he was unkillable, but the recent fights, he's kind of just dying within maybe like 5-6 seconds or so.
Like around 6 to 7 seconds, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if he's focused down, we'll definitely be killable. And I mean, with the side of Chud's basically taking down all the turrets, they can now just walk into the jungle pretty freely. Try to look for jungle camps. As Cridians, oh no, I'm not quite sure if you want to go forward.
Oh no no no.
Scout of the Week
Eats the
lands,
stun
and
and
yep,
dies.
that's another kill going to zero domain as he just, takes a portal out of there, calls it a day, returns back to top lane.
Oh. Super Cinder just looks like his champion. He gets to make plays.
Yeah, it's kind of like the White sort of has to do everything here in terms of getting vision control. He has to escort Cridians in terms of fighting, has to kind of be that bruiser for his team. And at this point,
Yeah.
it's kind of on the side of the Chuds to make a mistake. Maybe INT Brigade can return a play somehow, but 4 members in the top lane. I'm not quite sure if INT Brigade knows about this.
Looks like they were posturing around Dragon side, maybe trying to set a vision before the play in 2 minutes, but blue side is just capitalizing on that and taking more objectives.
Yeah, with Cridians dying, I mean, they had no vision in the top side. Looks like they will be trying to take this fight as the
Oh,
flag
nice.
and drag will be cancelled by Cridians. Babble's in a bit of trouble. Will just ult onto Neko Neko and is actually doing quite a lot of damage to him, but Cassante ult will make him survive. Babbles trying to get escape. Neko also using the Emperor's Divide to try to kill Babbles. Babbles now finally taken down, shut down. A2 YOLO in the back line as White falls in the front. Never mind, that was Sir Shotki. And overall, it's a 1 for 2. But that will be the side of Chud still trying to clean house, trying to take down these turrets. Cridians being taken very low by the Scatter of the Week. As another Nexus turret falls. Neko, what can you do? Can you make this play happen? White trying to stay alive. 2 almost being taken down. Actually, Neko
Hey?
takes down Zero Domain. It is still winnable. Rexus is hitting the Nexus. Stop him from hitting the Nexus. And it will just be Rexus. Full committing onto the Nexus. No fight to be had. As they, you see Zero Domain spam ping the Sivir. Probably in some happiness.
Yeah, gets his first win. DMV probably feels pretty good.
Yeah, pretty crazy first game overall. I think the Chuds with their early game ganks, I think kind of just were able to snowball from there. The gold lead never kind of went back away from their favor.
Yeah, I mean, red team put up a fight. They were definitely almost close to like like stabilizing, but in the end, kind of got ran over.
Yeah, I think that one fight from White where he was just tanking of 4 members before they got heal cut, that was like maybe the comeback moment.
Yeah, yeah,
And then you just see in the next fight it's get taken down in within 5 seconds after the heal cuts purchased. It just looked pretty unplayable afterwards.
yeah. The Mundo definitely was not enough to 1v9 the game, unfortunately.
All right, we'll be going over to a short break as the next lobby is being set up. We'll see you in just a moment.
Bye. All right, now.
Hello and welcome back to DMV Rivals Winter 2026. As once again, I'm joined by Jason the Other, and we're here for our second game between Big Back Chuds and Int Brigade.
Sir.
All right, the Chuds ended up getting their first win pretty. I think I would say I was like a pretty
Pretty
solid game.
handily.
Yeah, it was not very close.
Mm-hmm.
It was that one team fight. It got a bit rough, but after that, it was fairly fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess. Would you have like an MVP for the first game in mind? Any thoughts there?
Yeah, I was debating it between Zero Domain and Rex. Probably give it to Rex since they did like curb stomp bot lane. Even though Zero Domain had some really nice picks in the mid to late game with the Syndra stun, I'd probably give it to their ADC.
Yeah, I think Rex has had like the fact that they got a solo lead off that level 1 play. I think that has to be
Mhm.
something in the mind of in Brigade, how they're playing level 1.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Hopefully they respect the level 1 push a little more this time, especially into potentially another like crazy level 1 champion.
yeah, draft will begin as we see bans from both sides, some very common bans with the Jace kind of being perma-banned across all regions. The
Mhm.
Malphite will be let through. I'm not quite sure if teams will start picking up on that as
Yeah, Malphite's just interesting in draft because like unless you either ban out Silas or Silas has been like fearless out, it's kind of hard to just blind Malphite.
mm. All right, would you blind Malphite if Silas is open on the other side, or is that like too
No,
risky, you think?
it is very bad.
I see, I see.
I mean, it is the biggest win rate differential in the game, so
Okay.
it's
So if you see a
definitely
Silas
worth
ban, you're
respecting.
like, oh, eyebrows raised.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Malphite probably goes way up.
I see, I see.
Uh,
Now, Volibear being
Ara.
first picked, I mean, that is the side of the Chud, so I think that might be Camper on duty subbing in, if you don't know. Um, looks like the Chuds are just rotating through different junglers at this point.
Oh wait, it's Camper on Duty jungle.
I would imagine so. Babbles was the one that subbed in last game, so I think Camper on duty probably taking Babbles' spot.
Oh
And he
shit,
did
he's
play
here.
Volibear for you guys, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was the goal on Oliver top.
Dude, that guy
2v1,
that guy had no
2v1
brakes.
killing the Viego.
No brakes on that train.
That's my goat.
On the other side,
Alright, Gwen.
Yunara, Gwen being picked. Yunara, I think, has kind of been the premier ADC on the patch. There's
Mhm.
some other picks like Varus or the Aphelios that have also been quite strong, and Lucian will be locked in here. I mean, no Braum available, so it might just have to be the Nami being paired with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the selection of like Million Yumi. Alright, no, looks like it'll be the Nami for Lucian.
Yeah, they have a few
Roam around.
options. They will just be preferring the Nami. As I'm kind of curious if the Int Brigade will decide to match the bot lane, pick a support here. They could also pick a jungler and then, or even a top lane and start counterpicking for themselves.
Yeah, a lot of options here. There's something to consider that it could be Gwen jungle. For White, maybe thinking he needs to pick a carry and try to impact board mid to late game fights.
Yeah, I believe you picked the Gwen yourself, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how's the
I
clear
don't
speed? I mean, what would you say is Gwen like a late game scaling champion? They just farm up.
know. So I told my team that I thought Gwen was really good because she was like getting like nerfed next patch. But honestly, when I play her, she kind of just feels whatever. It's like pretty much like the clear speed isn't insane, and like I guess the scaling is pretty good. Um, but I don't know if I call her a premier pick at the moment because she pretty much has no presence outside of a solo queue. Like
I
if you look
see.
at pro play, most people are not on Gwen, or pretty much no one is playing Gwen.
Yeah, I think there are some kind of staple pro pick champions that you maybe won't see inside of DMV. Like I'm not quite sure how much we're gonna see the Rumble in the top lane, for example.
Yeah,
Gwen, I mean, is gonna definitely be a 1v9 champion. So far,
yeah, yeah.
White could be on that pick. I mean, it also could just go over to the side of Sir Shotki as a blind pick.
Yeah, I believe Sir Shaki is more of a tank slash supportive player though, with him, blinding the Cassante game once. So it could be more likely that the Gwen is going to White. I
Yeah,
think maybe recognizing that he needs to like be a more primary carry for his team.
So
Like the
I
first
saw
game.
that Silas ban, and I was like, eyebrows raised. Immediate response. Not even like a second later, Malphite banned instant.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Looks like Neko will
zero
be going on to
domain.
his Ari pick, but not even a split second later, the Kassadin being hovered. I'm kind of curious if that's going to be zero domain kind of slamming down the gauntlet, or
Oh, for sure. This guy wants to 1v9 the game.
are they leaving it a coin flip? They're like, oh, which one will be picked up to the drafter? Wow,
Okay, it'll be the
Kassadin
Cassidy
being
lock in.
locked in.
Okay, nice.
I mean, we do see Ari and Gwen already being picked on the side of Int Brigade, so
Mhm.
Kassadin obviously has some inherent like anti-mage mechanics. I'm still kind of surprised it's fairly early lock-in, so we'll have to see whether Int Brigade can kind of counteract that. Ornn now being locked in, so I think at this point it's a full focus towards the bot side, making sure that the solution Nami gets ahead, and hopefully the Kassadin can scale up with these Ornn items. I think Int Brigade kind of has to put pedal to the metal and try to pick something aggressive,
Oh,
and I mean that could be
whoa.
something like that, the Fiora. To
I like the Fiora here, yeah. Wins lane against Ornn, has a good time in side lane versus either Ornn or Cassidy. Okay, nice.
nice, okay, should be a spicy top lane.
Yeah, remember when I said I thought their top laner was like, a tank supportive player?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have just lied. Sorry, guys.
Pretty interesting stuff. I mean, I think at this point, it is a ticking time bomb. Whenever you see a Kassadin, it's like, all right, Kassadin cannot hit level 16, otherwise the game becomes really difficult. Either that, or you pick stuff like Renekton, or stuff that can basically like CC him forever.
Yeah, and I think Red Team definitely has like champions to do that. With Ari Charm, Leona CC, Chain CC, like they can definitely give Cassidy a hard time, even if he gets like his like coveted level 16 power spike moment.
Yeah. So I think it is kind of on the side of Int Brigade, to be able to kind of make use of the fact that Ari has priority in that lane. And with the fact that Ari can leave the lane as well, can maybe put some pressure down to the bot side, maybe get this Yunara ahead. Otherwise, game will slowly fall out of their hands. It's kind of just almost like a litmus test. Are you going to be able to play aggressive into us? If not, we will win the game.
Yeah. I think in terms of drafting, though, I definitely like Red Teams more by quite a bit. They have just more things to play for early game. Whereas like BBC, their entire like winning lane is in their ball lane, and they pretty much can't get prio mid and top. So it's like they're basically just praying to get to late game with the Kassadin and Ornn and like winning through that.
Yeah, what about the jungle matchup? Because I think the Volibear probably does have a bit of a a skirmishing favor over the Gwen, right?
Yes, but I think because of the prio Ari's gonna get, it's gonna make it a lot harder for Volibear to like properly flex his like stronger early game on the Gwen.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think he really has to pivot on his bot side where this Lucian Nami, like Rex's, is able to get ahead.
Yeah. I think there's gonna be a lot of focus in the bot lane for the early game because, like I said, I don't think anything is really happening. Like, even if anything is happening in the top side, like I don't think it's worth it for like jungle intervention. So I think most of like the pressure is gonna be like on the Volibear to like pressure the bot lane and on the Gwen to like find opportunities to like scale, but also like cover their bot lane in case things get rough.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, if you're from White's POV here, it's probably like case by case, obviously, but are you going
If
to
I'm
be a
White's
bit more
POV,
aggro in this perspective, like trying to get your Arya
no.
ahead or your
If
ball
I'm White's
ahead?
POV, I'm full shooting and full clearing on that for like
Okay.
for like the third night fight, and then I'll carry that, and then
I
that'll be
see.
that.
I mean, that's kind of how
So,
last game went too, right? When he was on the Mundo,
yeah,
he just full farmed,
yeah,
got 60 CS above his enemy jungler, and just carried the
yeah.
fight.
I think that's definitely what he tried to do game one, but then the adaptation game two is him realizing, oh hey, I need a champion that can actually get me more mileage. I think compared to like full tank jungler like Mundo.
All right, we'll have to see. We'll be going into a small spectator delay as Lobby will be started up. I believe there are some issues as well on the jungler. Looks like one of their members have DC'd.
Oh
Hopefully it
no.
will be temporary. I believe they're okay. In any case, we'll see you shortly. God. There's
Oh, have we
no
just?
sound. There's no sound. There's no sound. There's no sound. There's no.
Geez.
All right,
Oh.
shoot me. All right, all right. We're welcome back to DV Rivals Winter 20.
Hello, what's up? You guys missed some banger commentary.
Oh my
Unfortunately, there's like a stream delay, so so you're gonna get 3 bits of that.
Oh my gosh. All right,
All
meanwhile, bot
right.
lane to fight character.
Okay, crazy chart for Ari in the mid lane, getting good trades, but casting with the Arkham is not trying to go in for the kill, but gets queued by the Ari. Leona lands a stun, Bubble lands on the Yunara, trying to fight back, looking like everyone's gonna live. Lucian with the culling. Leona trying to block, but the bullets just slid through and looking like a 2-0 for their bot lane.
Yeah, I think maybe a bit of an overstep from the side of both Zero Domain as well as Cridians and Relinquished. Will be taken down, but as we were saying earlier, before this, when we were muted, the Chuds may have made a bit of miscommunication error. It looks like Zero Domain was not able to kind of rotate, so good on the side of Int Brigade, basically make it a 4v3. Neko had the Spirit Rush available. As top lane getting a bit spicy, Sir Shotki taking AT Yellow to quite low HP, forcing him to recall.
Man, there was such good commentary going on.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to everyone
All
involved,
that is
but
gone.
we should
Oh,
be
man.
good now. And let's kind of recover from, I guess, where we were. So right now, mid lane, Neko doing an amazing job, making sure Zero Domain is under pressure. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Rex, 4 kills to himself, once again, going for this Essence Reaver build. Bot lane, maybe a fight.
Lucian dashes in forward with the flank. Looking like he's trying to focus on the Yunara, but she gets away with the flash, but gets ulted down for the kill. White is just killing everyone, though. Okay, I missed that. I missed that bit watching Volibear kill ADC.
Yeah, I mean, good response from the side of Int Brigade. They didn't really even need Neko. He TP'd down there just in case, but yeah, 2 kills going over to White, and it will kind of help him out a bit. Rex, obviously, with that 4 kill lead is a bit of a threat, and that'll kind of soften the blow for them as Sir Shotki having a fun time in the top lane. Neko actually canceling Camper on Duty's base. Will give White some more time to farm up.
Yeah, this is setting up the Fiora for like, or not Fiora, setting up the Gwen for like the carry, which is
Oh, this could be a solo kill.
pretty good. Ari does have the Spirit Rush, looking like. Oh, gets CC by the Volibear Q, ults in for the kill, heals off the passive, and gets out.
That was calculated. I mean,
Yeah.
when you Spirit
Good
Rush
kill,
forward
good
like
kill.
that into the turret, on that HP, you know you're gonna die, but the fact that you have the Ari passive,
Oh.
oh no.
That's not very good.
Yeah, 2 things going on. It looks like a bit of mistiming in the top lane there. Sir Shotki not quite able to parry the ultimate. As bot lane, unfortunately, I think Rex still obviously quite strong. Was able to use the culling to take down Relinquished.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't respect the Lucianami catch potential.
Yeah, that's a Thorn Mail just being completed for the Ornn, so will be a bit of a beefcake up there. As will even take some turret plates for himself.
Yeah, this Ornn getting a lead in the 1v1 against the Fiora.
Alright, well, still eyes on Neko and White. If you're a fan of the Int Brigade, the gold lead is pretty even, all things considered.
Nah, I'm a fan of Camper on Duty.
You're a fan of Camper on Duty? You like that? He is your teammate after all.
Yeah, there's no bias casting here, but I am a Camper on Duty fan.
He's built this item, which is definitely a new one. Dusk and Dawn. Built the first item in
Yeah.
top lane as well in your game. Can you tell us about it?
I don't actually understand why this item is so good, but everyone is building it, so I guess it's just really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Spellblade, health, ability power, haste. I think it's like
Yeah.
a lot of
I mean, it's
stats in
definitely like,
one.
it's definitely like a super well-rounded item. So I get why it's good, but I don't know how much the two-hit passive is super impactful on like most champions that aren't Echo.
It's a bit of a stare down going down over here. White was kind of just guarding that pixel bush as 4 members of the side of the Chuds were kind of just you know, anticipating if something's happening, I'm gonna be there. I'll be able to snap engage, but both teams will just back off, return back to regular laning. As I say that, we see both mid laners, you know, will try to get some vision control on the bot side river. This dragon will be a huge focus for both of these teams.
Yeah, looks like Gwen will be pathing away from it. No, looks like her top. No, she does have her top gap spawning, but there is enough of a delay that she could reasonably still try to fight for the dragon. Looks like Gank goes on in bot lane. Volibear tries to go in, but it gets CC'd by the Leona. Gwen goes in with the ult. Starts focus firing the Volibear. Looks like there's no more damage from Lucian Nami. Yunara dashing in with the Transcend. Auto. Okay.
Wow.
That was
Guardians
a
barely
pretty
survives.
scattered fight. Lucian goes in with the E, gets the taunts the Yunara, but doesn't quite have enough damage. He gets just snips down by the Gwen. Okay, that was a really confusing confusing fight.
Yeah, I
A
think
lot of things going on.
the side of INT Brigade, they kind of really tested their limits right there. Both Caridians and Relinquish barely had any HP left, but still full committed Caridians. I mean, honestly, amazing work right there, making sure that he's kind of just surviving after the engage. Well played right there. Another kill going over to the side of white. 2 kills actually. So this Gwen
Yeah.
slowly becoming a bit of a threat. 10 stacks on the Dark Seal. It's a bit of a divided gold lead.
For sure getting set up to like 1v9 this game, looking pretty good for her. Interesting enough, she went Nashor's Tooth first item instead of the Dusk and Dawn. I wonder if she will even be building that item. I do think it is a pretty common Gwen jungle item. So it's just interesting to note that she does not have the Dusk and Dawn yet.
You think she uses Spellblade quite well? Like snip.
I mean, it feels deep. Oh wow, good trade from Zero Domain in the mid lane, getting 0-2 out trading the 3-0 Ari. I'm not too sure. I feel like it feels okay, but I don't know. I don't know how much Gwen cares about again like the 2-hit passive thing. But maybe the item is just like so well statted that it doesn't matter. But looks like she actually isn't even building towards it. She's going for the Shadow Flame second. So looks like there will not be a Dusk and Dawn Gwen.
Yeah, it will just be full damage, full burst. Not that much sustained damage as Dusk and Dawn might provide, but bot lane.
Okay, Leona with the CC misses the Solar Flare. Lucian dashes out, but Gwen is here. Snip. Okay, gets the needlework, I think is what it's called, onto the Lucian. There's a top lane fight. Fiora with a ground challenge, lands all the vitals, gets the Q auto for the kills. Volibear shows bot lane to try to help out, but looks like nothing will be happening over there.
That must feel good from Sir Shotki. I mean, when the top laner, I'm guessing that was directed at him, starts trash talking you, and you get a solo kill in return. It's a bit redeeming, you know. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, actually Zero Domain's quite up here.
Looks like Castan trying to go for the kill. Fiora still has parry up. I don't think this can ever go anywhere. She's trying to turn with the vitals. Gets one, gets another. Nope. Oh, okay. Not bad for Fiora.
Close there. I think if Zero Domain went in, obviously that would be a losing fight. But yeah, well played once again from side of INT Brigade. White, once again, now completing the Shadow Flame, 10 stacks on the Dark Seal. This guy is gonna be a complete monster.
This guy is 1v9 for like the entire game. I think if I'm blue team, I'm gonna be yelling to just like kill the Gwen every fight. But the issue is like Lucian can't really dash into melee range because to like avoid the W, and most of the melees on the side of blue team will just get cut down extremely fast.
Yeah, it has to be the Volibear and it has to be the Cassidon. Those two targets will be taking down the Gwen. I think right now Zero Domain and Camper on Duty don't quite have the items to do so. I think if you're in the range of the Gwen, I think the Gwen will be cutting you down instead of she might even 1v2 them honestly at this point.
I think you need Lucian to deal with the Gwen, and even then it's a little awkward. Okay, gets the parry but misses the stun. Just running down the Ord though. Ord can't really trade back into the Fiora now. She's definitely scaled into the matchup, and this is only going to get worse for the Ornn as the game goes on.
Yeah, you see the Thornmail is doing a lot of work in reducing the healing, but the Fiora will just heal off the wave afterwards, so overall, a pretty good health advantage over the front side of Shotki. As it's again, bot lane, still some fighting going on.
Mid lane Yunara looking to get mid prime is actually kind of succeeding with White in the back. First Lucian ult and only loses half her HP. Not the worst trade.
Yeah, it's a pretty big cooldown. Whenever Lucian ults, it's oftentimes like a good point of pressure. You just try to reduce the HP bar of your opponent. In this case, Relinquish taken down to half HP, but he's still here. He's still farming, so all is well.
Hold on the side. Looks like we're getting an ARAM, even though there's no objectives up. There's a lot of pressure, I think, from the Lucian army, so both sides have to kind of respond to that pressure.
Yeah, Relinquish took a bit more poke as well as low on mana, so we'll be basing here. Bot lane,
Yeah.
once again, we're kind of seeing the fruits of the labor. The Fiora getting some damage onto the turret.
I don't think Ornn can ever hold Fiora anymore in side lane. She can kind of just like hit the tower in his face and then go back and heal any damage that.
Alright, 40 seconds
close
until
on
dragon. This will be the third dragon if INT Brigade opts to take it.
Fiora going for the dive. Oh wait, that's just a kill. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Ignite on the top lane because top laners can do that now. That's cool.
Yep, so has a TP to themselves as well. Looks like Neko will be up to his top lane, has TP available. I mean, with the Ornn going down for this dragon, I think it's going to be free for INT Brigade. We'll have to see whether the Chuds contest this, try to opt in for a 4v5, or maybe kind of stall it out before the Ornn can TP.
Yeah, Ornn will be dead for like 10 seconds as the dragon spawns, so maybe red team will be looking to do it on spawn, trying to abuse that timing, and yeah, looks like that's what they'll be doing.
Yeah, it looks like the Chuds decide, alright, we have to back off, we have no vision in the area at all, we can't walk in. So
yeah.
we'll just be a clean secure for the side of INT Brigade. And this game is looking quite well for them. 4k up in gold, as well as 3 dragons ahead. We'll have to see, maybe the side of Rex and potential 5, can they pull something out? Let this
like I
want
to see the Lucian Nami start like taking over the mid game. They just have so much like damage, able to like fight the Yanara, but they haven't really been able to get anything crazy going on in the mid lane.
By the way, is this a normal Volibear build? You have I see he has a Zeal.
Oh yeah, he's going the Navori because it's like the solo queue Volibear build. I'm not really a big fan of that build outside of a solo queue environment though, because you're going like Navori, so you're just like gonna die to everything. I will say I don't think it's terrible this game from like a damage perspective, because you do need your like melees to be able to pressure the Gwen in team fights. So like by that logic, like it's okay, because if Gwen like messes up, you can kill her.
Yeah.
But I'm still not a big fan of the item.
Yeah, I think
probably going either tank or Cosmic Drive, I think, in this spot.
Makes sense. Does the magic resist also build into Navori? Or is he building something else? Okay.
No, he just has a magic rod.
I see. Okay.
For fun, yeah.
Well, we'll let it slide. In any case, we're looking for some big item breakpoints. I think.
Wait, actually, no. Sorry, I meant my goat. My goat is building the best items on Volibear, and I think he's gonna 1v9 these fights, starting now.
All right. Yeah. Maybe with the Navori breakthrough, maybe the 1v9 will happen. Yeah, I think I'm mainly looking at Zero Domain. I mean, obviously he's level 14, almost level 16. I think with the Seraphs complete, they can be a bit more comfortable with fighting. And I think that has to happen before the next dragon spawn, right? If the side of INT Brigade get the soul, then the game becomes so much more difficult. This Gwen will be moving on Mach speed. The Ahri, obviously, with Spirit Rush, already has some insane mobility, and with more mobility on top of that, it's just going to be hard to catch up to them. Like champ like Volibear, well, I don't know if you really can even run at them.
Yeah, I think Kassadin definitely needs to perform in this next fight, because he has 2 minutes and 34 seconds to hit level 16, so he most likely will have, his biggest power spike in time for the dragon fight. So we'll definitely have to see if he can carry his team in that upcoming fight.
Yeah, it looks like Cridians wanted to go in there. Oh wow, big
chunk.
Oh my
god, Lucian army damage.
Jeez, that was just a Lucian, I think, double auto.
Yeah. This is the power of Lucian army in the mid game. They just like mow down any ADC that tries to contest them. Interestingly, in the side lane, Fiora has a lead, but Ornn has been able to hold his tower for like this entire time, which is actually very impressive.
Yeah. The diamonds are starting to form in the turret though, so it might just be I think he might just be stalling the wave in front of the turret. You see what he's doing right now? He's just kind of holding it with the
Yeah, yeah,
Sunfire, the
yeah.
Thorn Mail, and the minions are just dying. So I
Yeah, but
think it
that
has
just
to be on like a cannon wave.
doesn't seem correct because I feel like Fiora should be able to force her way through and just like ignore any pressure Orin can like exert and just like because if Orin's hold this wave, he's just gonna eat Fiora damage. But I think Fiora is respecting the jungler enough to just like keep on backing up
Yeah,
instead
let's
of
see
like
on this
more
wave. I
pressuring.
think
But looks like he's finding an opportunity. Eats a lot of Orin damage though, and I think he's probably gonna back off again. Like I said, respecting the Volibear with his like minimal vision.
yeah.
Even though I'm not sure if I'm agree with that.
It might just be
But
okay if he just walks past the Ornn and hits the turret, walks away. Even
yeah,
that trade will overall be like a net positive. In this case, we see the
yeah,
culling going down, relinquished once again, going poked out. See him in the minimap, forced to recall.
yeah, but Lucian was actually disconnected from Nami on that engage. So like as you can see from his health bar, the engage was like a lot less what's it called, substantive compared to before.
Yeah, pretty big cooldown being used. It is 35 seconds before Dragon. We see a lot of people taking
Yeah.
bases. White taking his own recall. Will be a bit late to Dragon itself. Neko also has the TP available. I would not be surprised if they just TP onto the mid wave here. As
Yeah, blue team posturing super aggressively, looking to try to get a pick before the fight. Casting going in, but gets done to the Leona. Leonora is kind of just on her own, getting uh, Lucian flashed on. Gwen is that in the fight though, just chopping down everyone in the melee range. Leona with the stun, Ari with the charm. Okay, everyone lands, and blue team is just falling apart to the Gwen Ari duo, just running them down.
yeah, I think that could even be the Baron if they opt into it. Looks like they obviously will just take the
Um,
soul, take the safe option.
yeah, I mean that was just a classic fight for the Gwen Ari. I don't know, they just walked up and hit was in their face, and blue team just doesn't really have ways of stopping it.
Yeah, I think the fight started off with zero domain, ulting forward onto relinquish, but with no real follow up, I think without the Ornult, without the culling, you don't really have the range to kind of like reach the distance. They don't have
Yeah,
that
no,
snap engage.
definitely a forced engage. I think from zero domain on that spot there because he was definitely calling for it because he had his team like he had like numbers advantage and wanted to leverage that, but a little too forced I think into the Yunara, especially when I don't even think Yunara is like a top two key target in these team fights when you have, the 7-0 Gwen and the 4-0 Ari running around.
Yeah, I will have to see whether. So the Chuds did burn some cooldowns, like for example the flash on Yunara. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to see whether they can make use of that and maybe get some picks. At this point, it is really just turtling, right? Zero domain, level 16, has the Seraphs, has the Rod of Ages, but overall it's still a bit behind in the pace of the game. Doesn't have a third item complete. And the Baron on the table is it's gonna mean that the Chuds have to do some risky vision taking as they walk into their own jungle.
Yeah, they definitely want to turtle and just try to get this cast in as much items as he can for like the future fights. But looks like red team is pushing the tempo with their lead and just starting the Baron. Okay, tidal wave going through. Ornn with the Forge God lands a big 2-man, but the Gwen and Ari are just left unchecked and just running down the backline. Gwen, okay, it's a 2-for-2 at the current moment with the stun on Leona, but these carries are just left unchecked. Okay, big damage from Caston though, looking to try to focus on way. Dodges the hits a big Q, but there was not enough. Ari with the oh my god, Caston just runs them all down.
Huge kills and bounties being
Oh
secured for the
my
side of Zero
god.
Domain.
Zero
Barely
domain.
living with a sliver HP. I think he used the Rift Walk to dodge away from White's needles.
Yeah. Oh my god, zero domain with the performance.
And that was, I think,
Alright.
3 kills. You immediately see him base complete a full-on death cap from
Yeah.
nothing.
Oh
As
man.
that's a huge turn in events as the gold lead went from, I believe it was something like above 5k to now only a 2k deficit.
Yeah, I think this is very, very, very good for the blue team now because like with effect cast in, you can properly threaten the Gwen in team fights, and so now it's a lot more difficult for this Gwen to try to like do what she's been doing for the entire game.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit more even now. The Kassadin has
Yeah,
kind of been unleashed right now.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
that being said, In Brigade obviously still has the soul. Are in a bit of a comfy position here. I mean, you have your Inara, 3 items complete. Ari, 3 items complete. See White trying to reach towards the Void Staff. On the other side,
Mhm.
I mean, Camper on duty still be a bit behind. Doesn't have quite as much CS, as many kills, and yeah, it's overall fairly even. Orn items now being complete. The straight up upgrade onto Death Cap, 180 ability power. I'm curious
Yeah.
to see how these now fights progress.
This Kassadin is going to be a problem. Luckily for red team, they do have the tools. Oh, looks like we're getting a fight in the side lane. Kassadin just RRRing onto the Fiora. She's dodging all of them though. Okay, now red team is collapsing.
Who's
Trying to
TPing
TP
out?
out and gets there. Yeah, okay.
Okay, but you can start Baron off that. I mean, that's half HP on Kassadin. Has the red buff, could maybe regen a bit. Camper on duty. Uh-oh.
Gets tagged by the Leona stun and he gets caught out. Dodges the solar flare, but Nami with covering her. Looking good for blue team. Big knockout from the Orient. Kassadin does enter the fight. Big ults from the Kassadin hitting pretty much like everyone, and the fight is just over. Okay.
Oh my goodness, Zero Domain. He finds the flank angle. Was not really untouched. Or sorry, was not touched in that fight as Neko
Oh,
Neko. I try and go for a hero like miracle play. Not able to make it happen,
yeah.
but yeah, you saw him kind of ramping up the ultimate there. Not being on vision, no ward to spot him out. Was able to just get a 3-man immediate rift walk. Kill 3 people almost immediately with that death cap. Uh, and this suddenly is turning into a game where the Chuds are now in favor. They have the Baron, they have a gold lead. This Kassadin is 4 items once again, just completely now just building Malignance from scratch. This is
Mhm.
looking kind of dire.
Yeah, this Kassadin is a very big problem.
And Elder spawning in a minute and 10 seconds. I don't think the action is going to stop quite yet, as both these
Yeah.
teams will be preparing. You see Cridians, you see Potential 5, both walking over in the area, getting some vision secured. Yeah, this Lucian, by the way, 4 items as well on a recurve bow for his 5th. This culling is going to do a lot of
Yeah.
damage as well.
Like we've been talking a lot about the Kassadin, but this Lucian. Okay, Credine gets caught out. Riftwalk over and over from the Kassadin. Gets the kill on Leona, but gets chunked by the Gwen Q, but it's not enough, and he just kills everyone. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Well, that
Uh,
it might be too
huh.
little too late for In Brigade
Yeah,
as the the Kassadin might be a bit of a problem. Might be a bit of a problem.
just a little bit. Yeah. 24 seconds on the Leona. Can they even defend from the push? The towers are kind of tankier in this season, so maybe through the reinforced tier 3, it delays them enough for respawns to come through, but looks like they're gonna get it in time. And I don't know if red team can defend this push. 5v2, but looks like they will just be backing off and opting to go for the Elder for a more guaranteed win.
Yeah, you can see In Brigade kind of going for a bit of a disjointed engage. They end up, I mean, White gets a full snip onto Zero Domain. Takes Zero Domain actually down to like maybe a 40% HP, but it just didn't matter. He was able to ult up maybe like 2 more times before the next snip comes through, so just the damage output from this Kassadin is too much, and I'm not quite sure if they can deal with it at this point. We'll have to see how they respond, and maybe they can leverage maybe this like Gridians. Maybe he can somehow get a CC chain onto this Kassadin. That's the one thing I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like their win con in fights if we can get like a big Leona CC chain onto like the Cassian without a cleanse. But as you can see in the last fight, I think they tried to do that, but Cassian just ended up R-ing out of um, the Leona ult. Now looks like blue team is chasing down Fiora, and she gets tagged, and I
Yeah,
think
goodbye.
it's just over for her. Yeah,
Yeah, tried to go for a parry.
Cassian
It
with
does not matter.
Cassian with Elder level 18 full build Cassian with Elder and Baron. This might be the strongest champ in the game at the moment.
Yeah, I'm afraid there might also be a Mikhails on the side of a potential 5. So even if the Kassadin gets CC'd, uh, we'll
Yeah,
just
it
be
might
able
not
to
even be
cleanse it
enough.
out. It does look like the
Hmm.
In Brigade try to match the play, respawn mid, taking down the mid tier 1 turret. But I mean, they're losing their top tier 3. inhibitor soon to follow, probably with the Elder Dragon, uh, Elder buff available. At this point, it's kind of can decide of the Chuds. Can he just close out this game with this Elder buff, or will they wait out and stall the game? I think they want it done here.
Yeah, I mean they have the Elder buff, so definitely have a huge advantage to close out this game. But without Baron, waves are a little sticky. Gwen's trying to go in with the needlework. Gets a little couple snips onto the Ornn, but he's tanky enough to just not care too much about it. Gwen is actually teetering the edge of this fight really well, but doesn't get quite enough with that ult to like really offset this push. And it looks like the blue team is just gonna uh come back, come at them again and just keep on trying to end. Gwen tries to go in with a big, gets flashed up by Lucian, gets for the kill. Uh, Lucian is just pumping damage, gets hit by the charm, but it's not enough to kill him. Nami healing, keeping him alive. Volibear on the Yunara is trying to pump out damage, but gets just not, it's just not enough into the face of two beefy frontliners. And looks like that's the game.
Yeah, really close game. I mean, INT Brigade, I feel like they had this game, if anything. They had a strong gold lead, had soul, but one fight is all it takes as Zero Domain just... I mean, the map is his portal and he's everywhere. As he's able to basically just take down the entirety of INT Brigade almost solo. Obviously with the backs of his team, with the whole support of them. But wow, what a quick turnaround.
Well, I think in terms of MVP for this game, even though Rex's KDA was really good, and I think he definitely did a lot in fights, I think the big game changer was for sure the Kassadin.
Yeah, I think
Like
without a doubt.
yeah.
Honestly, everyone from the side of the Chuds obviously play phenomenally. Ball lane always had a really strong lead, and Kemper on duty there to be able to make sure that they can secure that lead as well.
Yeah, like perfect game from Kemper on duty, honestly. There's pretty much nothing he did that could be considered incorrect. So like,
All
obviously
right,
to
Mr.
that type of
Glazer. Yep, yep. Glazer, good teammate. Yep, yep.
obviously with that kind of jungler, it's not the game can never be lost.
We'll see if we can get a an interview. Yeah, what do you think went wrong in that one fight? Do you have any pinpoint as to like how this Caston suddenly became
Uh,
strong? Was it just Zero Domain playing really well in that fight, or was it a bad setup from side of In Brigade?
I mean, honestly, it might have just been like really unexpected because like Caston wasn't doing anything, for basically the whole game. So like as red team, I could probably like think to myself, oh yeah, he's not that big of a deal. But like I think just getting caught off guard by the Caston just that one time and losing that fight wasn't like enough to like debalance the game and
Mm.
kind of give them the win.
So looks like we will have Zero Domain will be our special guest as we drag him in here.
You missed.
I missed. Hello.
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 Congratulations on your week 2 win.
Thank
I
you,
guess
thank you.
thoughts on that second game, since obviously it was not in your favor to begin with. You were down soul, you were down a gold lead. I guess what was kind of like the breaking point? What got you guys ahead?
I was just able to find a good flank, and like the enemy team just wasn't focusing on me, and I was able to get like a lot of damage, free damage before they like started focusing me.
Yeah, were you guys in like full damage control until then? Like what was like the shot calling going on? Are you guys saying I need this item
Uh,
break point, or what was happening?
yeah. We're basically saying wait and not doing anything. Let me farm up.
Just wait for the cast.
Waiting for level 16. Yeah. I need to like formally apologize for my team for like putting them through this terrible game. NECA might be my fault in this game. I can't lie.
Oh yeah, he did get a solo kill on you. I mean, it is kind of just how the lane matchups go with Kassadin sometimes. Like go down 0-2, but suddenly level 16, 3 items. You're just blink chilling.
All it took was one
Yeah.
fight.
Honestly, yeah, like you actually just went from doing nothing to just 1v9ing that fight. was
It's
insane.
like I could have just picked Casio, and I think the draft would have been like really saved. But like it's just a little for fun.
Yeah, you
Contest,
guys were hovering the pick. It was like a 50-50, like what he's gonna pick. Is it Casio? Is it gonna be the Cassidin?
I knew this guy would lock Caston. Like there was no doubt. There was no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I had to have a little fun,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right,
What
let's
were
go back. Yeah. Oh, actually,
what
go
were
for it.
comms like when you carried the key fight? You know, when it looked doomed, and then you just like got a massive ult, and then just like
I was
killed
screaming,
them.
play with. I was screaming, play with me, play with me.
Your
Yeah,
team
so
probably can't even catch up with you. You're ulting every second.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, let's go back maybe like a week from here. Obviously, you went down 0-2 versus the Silk Road Shaitans,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and today, now with your 2-0 victory, I guess like, what are your thoughts on the team? Do you feel like you're kind of still in like the upper leagues of, as your power rankings, suggested? I guess what's going on through the heads of you guys?
I think we're still trying to figure out what our team's like goals are, like what our ideas are, like gameplay and game plan.
Hmm.
We haven't worked everything out since we haven't actually got the chance to like scrim with our full roster. The only game we've played with our full roster was the game day from last week.
I see. Yeah, there were some ISP issues I heard today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounds like you guys just are trying to form an identity.
Hmm.
It does seem like, at least from the past two games, it does seem quite like bot centric, where Rex and Potential 5 able to get us a consistent lead, I think, and kind of really showed a lot of work today in the
Oh yeah,
2v2.
they put in the work today. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you showed yourself as well. I mean, on the Syndra, on the Cassidin, getting some incredible picks. So I don't know, maybe some mid identity,
Hmm.
coming in
Yeah.
through.
I think I think we're well rounded for the most part. We just gotta figure out what we want.
All right, sounds good. So once you find your identity, you imagine yourself in that top 8.
Yeah,
I
of
guess
course. Top
any
one.
matchups top 1. Okay, okay.
Top one.
All right.
Sheesh.
I will have to see as the standings come through. But yeah, any matchups you look forward to? I guess any thoughts on like even your current matchup today? I mean, I imagine White being your former coach. Was it did it feel good to take him down?
That was fun.
It was fun. Okay.
It was
That was
fun.
fun.
Okay, okay.
Who I'm waiting for the most is Kill Muncher.
Kibble Muncher.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
okay.
I got to teach that guy a lesson real quick.
I see. I see. Yeah. There are definitely a lot of UMD members looking to face off each other. I noticed.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right, Jason. Any closing thoughts? Any last questions?
uh, you didn't go ignite.
I did not go ignite. I
Guy
want
just
to.
li-
I did really want to go ignite.
this guy just lied to me.
My bad.
All right. Well, sounds good.
Thank you for streaming us
Yeah, sounds
and
good.
having
Thank
me
you for
on
joining.
with
It
you.
was a lovely
Yeah,
cast. Good
Hmm.
luck on your future games.
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay. With that, we'll probably be wrapping up the stream. Once again, thank you for joining. Apologies for that little audio issue at the beginning. Yeah. And Jason, any thoughts on your team? How are the Silk Road Shaitans gonna go this week?
Uh, we're gonna have an easy win.
Okay. Nice. Do you know who you're playing?
Yeah, we're playing
The four
let me
ADC
find it.
players.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, that should be an interesting matchup. I'll see how that goes. In the schedule, we have nothing scheduled for Tuesday. However, we will have some matchups on Wednesday, so I guess we'll see you there. Actually, one of those being Silk Road Shaitans versus 4 ADC players, so it
Yep.
might be your matchup up next. We'll see. All right. Well, best of luck, everyone. See you next time, possibly on Wednesday.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.